Hello, dear ones. This is the voice of Pastor Forsen, a student of the University of Education. I am in the graphic design department and in level 400. As you see me this moment, I'm here to present to you the activities that were carried on during my industrial attachment. Yes, I believe that you are going to enjoy the second phase of the video. Join me as we all enjoy the video together. Okay, so in the first place, let me enlighten you on where I took my industrial attachment. I did my industrial attachment at Kronkron Art. Now, Kronkron Art is located at Aguna Strait Road in the central region of Ghana. Somebody may ask, there's certain things they do at Kronkron Art. They are divided into three different departments. That is the designing department, the printing or production department, and then the secretariat department. Now I take them and break them down to you one after the other. So with my presence in Kronkron Art, I undertook so many activities, which one of them is the designing department. With designing department, what goes on is that that is the major priority of Kronkron Art. Their major activity that is carried on at Kronkron Art is the designing. They design works like posters, banners, labels, wedding invitations, brochures, magazines, and many more. So with my presence at Kronkron Art, some of the department that I went was the designing department. And what went on during the internship was designing of graphic design products such as posters, banners, labels, wedding invitations, brochures, and magazines, and many more. So it is more or less like designing everything that pertains to graphic design. So with that, I was able to embroider my designing abilities due to the experts and professional designers I met at Kronkron Art. They really helped me to embroider my creativity and then my designing abilities and skills. What went on was more or less like printing and production. So they printed works like flexi, stickers, transparent, one-way vision, and many more. This helped me to be open and exposed to some of the machines that even in school we have heard but have not been able to see one before. And with Kronkron Art, I was able to be exposed to some of these machines, which helped me to be able to operate them. They also engage in direct printing, that is printing directly on materials like cap, wristwatches, marks, and many more, which we had not even been exposed to some before. But with Kronkron Art and with industrial attachment, I was able to be exposed to some of these machines, which also helped me to be well equipped as I face the world with reality. And then the last thing that I also learned from Kronkron Art was the secretariat department. That was the last department I was taken to before I left Kronkron Art. And what goes on or what went on in the secretariat department was the ability to be able to prepare estimates for customers whenever there is the need. With that, I was able to do estimates for customers, which in the first place I wasn't able to. When it comes to making or preparing estimates for customers, when it comes to designing, printing, and finishing, I was able to be exposed to some of these processes that you would go through to be able to prepare estimates for customers. And due to the industrial attachment, Kronkron Art was able to help me to be equipped with all these skills and knowledge. And with this, I faced so many challenges during my industrial attachment, and I want to share with you some of the problems I faced. Some of these were the fact that I wasn't able to reach the expectations of the company due to the reason that I was new at the place. And I believe as time went on, I was able to reach their target because I was following their teachings bit by bit. And also, I wasn't able to reach deadlines when it comes to dealing with customers, and they complained a lot. And the reason was some of the pressure from customers who do not know that I was new in the company. It gave me a lot of pressure, and I knew it was just about time. And with time, I was able to reach deadlines and others because I was learning their ways little by little, and when it got to some point, I was able to go with customers, and they were also happy, and the company was also happy with me. Another challenge was the fear of destroying a machine, because I met so many big machines such as the large format printer, the embroidery machine, and some other machines that were expensive. And the fear of destroying some of these machines hindered me from knowing how to operate them in short term, because I didn't want to venture it so that it may spoil and would bring cost to me. But I believe with time I was able to cope with all those machines, and the company was also happy with me. And one thing that made the company so happy with me was the fact that I was able to pick things up quickly whenever they were correcting me or teaching me on certain things and how to use some of these machines. So below are some of the images of my works that I undertook at Kronkron Art. And I also had the chance of taking pictures with the staff and some other people in the company. And some of these images will also be shown in inclusive with my design works and others in the pictures. So after my short period of being with Kronkron Art, I was so much equipped with designing skills, printing techniques and others, and even with the secretariat aspects. And I believe that with that, I have been fully educated to an extent that I can even establish myself or can even work with any company that will choose to have me as a worker. and I can do that with joy and without any fear as I went to Concord Arts. I believe you enjoyed my video, and thank you so much for watching the video to the end.